One advantage of this setup, 2 balcony cabins, is that one person then could get the drink package and the other person could not, and then you could kind of work the system in a way. I'm Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. I travel all around the world to popular and not so popular tourist destinations to give you a very honest, unofficial look at what it's like to be there. I also wrote a book called Getting Stitches on a Cruise Ship, available on Amazon now, with true stories about crazy things that have happened to me around the world, including getting stitches on a cruise ship. I was recently on a transatlantic journey on the gigantic Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas, and I got to do something that I've never done before, and that is a cabin crawl. That is like a pub crawl, but instead of going from pub to pub and trying different drinks, you are going from cruise cabin to cruise cabin and looking at different classes and styles of cabins. You don't have to show your cabin to participate, and the way I found out about this one was through one of you, and then I joined a Facebook group for this cruise and got to walk around and see a lot of really great cabins. So special thanks to Gina, who was like the main organizer of this, and everybody else who helped out, showed their cabins and everything, because it was a really cool way to spend an afternoon, and I'm excited to finally show all of you some of the footage I took while crawling. So today we're gonna take a look at a grand suite 1-bedroom and compare it to just 2 adjoining balcony cabins with all the doors open, because the space that you get is basically the same, the layout is different, and there's some other important things to consider if you might be thinking of doing one or the other of these options. And before we get into it, I want to warn you, this is not a typical cabin tour. There were a lot of people crawling, so there's gonna be a lot of people walking in and out of the shots. I didn't have the normal amount of time that I usually have to do a cabin tour, but that being said, this is still a great way to see inside these cabin classes and get an idea of what it's like. And also, seeing a bunch of people inside the cabin also gives you a good idea of how big or small the space is. So let's start with this 1-bedroom grand suite. They call it a grand suite, which makes it sound like it's gigantic, but like I said, it's basically the same size as 2 balcony cabins put together. And in order to give you a really clear idea of the layout, I downloaded this floor plan from Cruise Mapper. So you can see over on the one side is the kitchen area. That side also has like a living room seating area. Then you've got the big balcony, and then on the other side is the bedroom, and then a very large bathroom area. So let's take a look at what it actually looks like. I find it interesting that they market this as having an extra bedroom, because for me, a bedroom is an actual separate room. But this here is just a bed on the other side of a divider. There are no doors to close off the space, but there are curtains for a little bit of separation, but still, it's not an extra room. You know what I mean? This is what it looks like inside, and sorry again about all the people. We're gonna look at the cost in a minute, but one thing I always remind people when talking about booking a suite is it's not just about the extra space you get. You have to consider also all the perks that are included for the price of a suite. Things like priority boarding, free water, a coffee machine, the exclusive and very fantastic coastal kitchen dining experience, reserved seating for the shows, and priority embarkation and debarkation. Also, when you book a suite, you get double the Crown and Anchor points, which is Royal Caribbean's frequent cruiser club. Every cruise line has these clubs, and at least with Royal Caribbean, when you book a suite, you get double the points, so it will help you level up even quicker. So just remember those things when you see this price, okay? I searched for a random 7-night cruise on the Symphony of the Seas towards the end of the summer, and I came up with a current rate of about $4,850 per person, which, you know, even for a suite with all the benefits, that's still a lot of money. If you look at the floor plan again, you can see it's basically just 2 cabins that have been joined and remodeled into one bigger space. But some people actually just book 2 adjoining cabins and then leave all the doors open, and that's what we're gonna look at right after this commercial break. Did you get one? What was it about? Write it in the comments below. As we take a look at these two adjoining cabins, let me just invite you to subscribe for free and please press that thumbs up while you're watching. So back on board the ship and balcony cabins. Just so you can get a better idea without all the people inside, first, this was our standard balcony, which is a very typical cruise ship cabin on a ship of this age and size. Before this cabin crawl, I had never heard of people using this hack to make like a do-it-yourself suite, but now that I've seen it firsthand, I can definitely understand its appeal. As we walk through these two crowded cabins, just remember that this version, of course, does not have the kitchen area that the Grand Suite does. It also doesn't have the huge bathroom, but that being said, I find the idea of having two bathrooms really appealing. Also, you don't have the living room area that the Grand Suite has because of the extra bed, which takes up a lot of space compared to a sofa. Compared to the actual Grand Suite, the price is more affordable. I looked up the same cruise and came up with a price of around $3,520 per person, so it's two people booking a solo rate. It's still cheaper than the suite, but I wonder if you could book, like if it was gonna be me and Marcus, could I book one cabin and have me be the main passenger and him the second passenger, and he book the other cabin and he's the main passenger and I'm the second passenger? Any cruise hack experts out there know the answer to that? I doubt it, but if you know, please let me know. One advantage of this setup, two balcony cabins, is that one person then could get the drink package and the other person could not, and then you could kind of work the system in a way. Of course, you're also missing all the benefits of booking a suite and only getting the crown and anchor points, one person for the one cabin and one person for the other cabin. But I still think it is appealing because two bathrooms, it costs less and you're getting a lot of extra space if you just leave the balcony open and the connecting door inside open too. What do you think of all of this? Is this interesting to you? Let me know in the comments, and if you have a cabin hack like this, like getting two adjoining balcony cabins and then making it into your own private suite, please let me know as well. I love talking about this stuff. I love learning from you as well. And in the next video about the cabins, I look forward to showing you any information that I got in the comments to this video. The other cabins that I got to see on the cabin crawl were an aqua theater suite.
That's probably not the right name, but I will find out the right name before I make the video.
Also a crown loft suite with the two levels and a huge window looking out over the ocean. And this crazy gigantic family suite that has a slide in it and a hot tub on the balcony. So those are all going to be coming up here, and just another good reason to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and press the notifications because then my video will sort of pop up when it goes online. I'm Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. See you soon.